Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, it's just hardly the afternoon. Um, yeah, I can only apologise for being late. I slept in. Yeah, no excuse. Yeah, rookie mistake. I do blame you lot, however, for last night. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping very well the last couple of nights, and yeah, I think I slept a wee bit too much. So yeah. So I literally just realised it was about 10, went shit, and yeah, sent one of the mods a quick message just to say, get on YouTube, apologise on my behalf, I will be there. Yeah, and I'm going to have a word with the mods, however. We do have a new mod, hopefully, is going to join us at some point. He's been told to get his arse on YouTube. So if he is there, can you just say something in chat so I know everything's working? So he was in last night in my summer car, but I was that busy I couldn't do the stuff I wanted to do last night on my summer car and set mods, details and all that stuff. So it was after the stream before I got a chance to do any of that. Anyway, what I'm going to do is just jump back to Discord to see if he's actually paying attention to what I've said. Probably not. Um, so I have no idea. It's anyway. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. Even if it did take me about 10 minutes to get online, get stuff ready, get a cup of coffee, go to the toilet. I do apologise if I'm sniffling. I am so choked up with hay fever at the minute, it is unreal. The problem is I suffer from hay fever all year round, so it's not just the grass that sets me off, it's tree pollen, everything. So yeah. And then of course you get a cold in the winter. So I've forgotten what we're doing with this map. Are we doing corn or did I too late? I think that's what we spoke about when we started. I was in. Have no look at what I'm doing. I'm hoping they stay yellow, they don't go brown. Right. So I'm gonna have to jump to 23 and just that'll be a strong message. Easy mode. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to go and blow my nose. Okay. I feel as if I can actually breathe now. Kind of. What field did I say it was 23? I wish there was an easy way of doing this. Right, harvest. 100%. No stones. Right. Yeah. So we will, why not reset itself? Yeah. So we will jump into the Chrome. So Storm is having technical issues this morning, so it's unable to come and join us. If you want to come and join, feel free. We are on the open server. No password. Come and join if you want to join. Yeah, I can't remember drop instructions turned on but not in this map. So yeah, I know traffic's turned off because it was just getting to the point where it was just getting in my way when I was setting up. So yeah, I do need to pop into the main yard and get some additive words. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to fit in here. We'll find out where the mana 3 is. The compact. Unless I reverse this to where I need it. So I'll drive it where I need it. Probably not. No. Where is mana? Oh wait. Manure. Holy man. Holy mana 3? Holy manures. That I'm sure we mucked out yeah, that's and it's got a colour Photoshop. So that explains why I can't think of books either. So unfortunately we don't have time to do literally anything. Mind you, we've got six days of October, so we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I'm not stressing it. So what I'm going to do is get ready. Obviously, we need to get to this house one way or another. We see how hungry our ladies are at this bit. Right. For some reason, OBS is being a pain in the fucking arse. However, I don't have the minute-long delay from me saying something and it going up on YouTube. So, whatever what happened with OBS this morning, it sorted itself out with that little disconnect. So yeah, very off-putting though. So yeah. Sooner this week I've actually been having problems with OBS. Normally it's stable. And it would be the day that I slept in, wouldn't it? So I'm getting that down up because it's going to take its sweet time. The other one is there. So this should be so much nicer for somebody needed to command. So everyone needs feed. Yeah. So I'm hoping we definitely empty this, but we will empty it because we need to empty it. But yeah, this is where an extra pair of hands comes in really handy. But we're parking this map for the rest of the weekend. Yeah, we might get lucky, we might not. Yeah. I don't. So I will stream for as long as I can. Today, this morning. So we do have ETS 2 nights, no matter what happens. YouTube can now give me props. Yeah. So the subscriptions help better internet. Yeah, like, subscribe, everything helps when it comes to the internet and YouTube and all that. If I miss a comment, I'm sorry. I will try and deal with it. I think we've only got, I was going to say we've only got 3 fields, we don't have 3, just 2 fields, no, we've got 4 fields to do, roughly. We'll also have grass to cut if it's ready to cut. So October is going to be a very, very busy month. I think we've only got 6 days to the month at the minute. So we're going to be very busy. We're going to be chopping ourselves, cutting ourselves unless somebody wants to come and join us. And we do have rain forecasted for today. I'm definitely trying to get rid of that, so I'm just going to do that just now. Because if I can't, we are in trouble. Right. It obviously wasn't ready at the time of first opening pull for some reason, I do not know. So it went into its own wee silage pack. So we will nab that on the way past, on the way back into the pit that is. So I'm going to have a play about with the shed light mod, because I'm going to put lights in some of these sheds so we can actually see what we're doing. However, I'm not going to play about with the mod on this map. It's going to be the survival one that we started last night. So I will play about with my that's better. Yeah, just to make sure I'm getting them in the right place and I know how to work properly. Normally this map's okay, it's just this time of day, and because we are rushing, it's a little bit dark. There's just a notification on my phone. Some nutter has just went live. I take it as everybody is actually enjoying the live streams that we're doing. Even if I am ready to kill YouTube. So we will get this bit cleaned out. And then start getting some stuff ready for carting. And then we'll get everything fed that needs to be fed. After that, we'll then muck everywhere out, manure, sorry, that kind of stuff. Whether I do that on camera, I don't know. I might not do it on camera because I've done it before. Yeah. So, obviously, I need to go and get a couple of tractors, a couple of trailers. So, setting up for doing these one person, it's time consuming, it's doable. So if you want to join, feel free. If you prefer running the harvester, then by all means. I said I'm not 100% sure whether crop destruction's turned off in this map or not. So yeah. I know it's not turned off on Green Hills, whatever the map is. Valley Springs, it's not turned off. It might actually turned off in this one. Yeah. If you know, put it in the comments. Because if you want to join Discord. The link is on the YouTube homepage, on the channel's homepage. I'm not 100% sure if it's working. I meant to do it last night and I just decided I was going to my bed. And I still managed to sleep though. So I am still half asleep, guys. I can only apologise. Yeah, technically your fault for allowing us to play an extra hour last night. But yeah. So I clearly need to change your schedule a wee bit somehow. If you just joined, welcome to the channel, welcome to the live stream. And I'm guessing the new mod hasn't appeared yet. But come join us in the morning. A nice easy first shift. And yeah, I think it was in and out most of last night's late night stream. He enjoyed himself. Just I got sidetracked last night, but just so everybody's aware, you don't need to keep sending me the same message over and over again. Like, hello, hi. Yeah. If I don't read your comment straight away, just just sit down, chill. I will get to your messages eventually. Not every single streamer has chat right in front of their face, and if they do, then they need a head exam. I've got it at the side of my head, at the side of the laptop, but I can actually see it out the corner of my eye, so I can see when it moves. But if I'm busy, such as in my summer car, where every little movement causes something to happen, obviously. Yeah, I do. But if I'm it's fine, because just walking into something doesn't send the vehicle flying into the air and about 10 meters over that way and then turn upside down. Will you let me move? Oh. So I think next weekend I am going to try and stream all weekend, right? So we're going to do a 24-hour live stream, I hope. So it does. I will need both mods on in that weekend. None of the mods know anything about this. Obviously, the main mod now knows because he's in chat. So yeah. So yeah. 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 I probably should have ran that via the mods before I opened my mouth, but yeah. The plan is to do a 24-hour live stream next Saturday. I'm not sure what time we're going to start it. But obviously, I'm going to be fine for the first probably 6 or 7 hours. We will take an hour break here and there just so I can get away from the laptop. Yeah, I have something to eat. But I'm going to do my best to try and stay awake for at least 24 hours. It will probably upset OBS and YouTube and my internet. So yeah, I'm bouncing in, out of the yo-yo. And it's getting frustrating and I'm starting to lose my temper and all that. Then we will just call it quits and we'll do it again when I get internet. But yeah, we're doing it over the weekend so that as many people can join as possible. I am just basically trying it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it's not the end of the world. Business will resume for Sunday. If we do get the 24-hour live stream done, then I might bounce on and do a live stream on this map. For the 24-hour live stream, it's going to be a mixture of maps, not a mixture of maps, a mixture of games. But the mods will need to be paying attention to what's going on. Obviously, we do only have 2 mods at the minute, so if you want to join the mod team, I have a rough idea who I want to join if obviously if they want to join. They need to notice how the channel behaves and all that. Use are 99.9999999% very well behaved. It's at 0.0000000.1 whatever it is. But I'm grateful that so far every single one of these is very, very well behaved. The worst behaved out of these all is YouTube, because it keeps minimising my quality chat and it's getting ridiculous and annoying and yeah. So that's 0. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to be a part, send me a message on Discord. Don't do it at the minute because I don't have the page set up. We will set a channel up called 24-hour live stream. If you want to join, get yourself in that chat room on Discord. if you don't have Discord and you've got Facebook, yeah, I need to see if that links to it. You can message us on Facebook. If the link's there, yep. Also, I don't know if the link's there because I'm in the game just now, so I will need to check that later on. If you're on Facebook, you don't have Discord, then sorry, but right to that point. Yeah. Ideally, you do need to have Discord because most of the stuff we do happens on Discord. Fun-wise and that. So I don't have the time to deal with Facebook and Discord and come up with a schedule on YouTube and Discord. Putting the schedule in two places is enough. If there was a way of getting them to talk to each other, then that would be nice. If I had a mod that could do absolutely everything on my behalf, then that'd be nicer. But yeah, we'll get there at some point. So we'll do a bit of My Summer Car, we'll do a bit of ETS2, we'll do a bit of Farm Sim. We might do Rap House. It's an okay game. It's a little bit hit and miss. It's a lot. Yeah, there was a cooking sim that I think still when that done last Christmas. It's a bit like that in a sense. But yeah, but at the minute I've only got the demo version, which finds it's a good enough length demo. I think I got a couple of videos out on that. So there's at least possibly 2 hours of gameplay, maybe 3. Yeah, we could make more money working as a team. Just again, anybody wants to join, feel free on that one. The demo is free, so anyone can join. You do need to have the demo version, and you've got to be on the demo version when we are on. There will be no schedule posted on what game we're going to play, when we're going to play it. I'm going to sit down with the mods probably Monday or Tuesday this week Probably, probably Monday because it gives me the chance to think what's going on. I have no idea what to do. Temporarily, we are finished with this telehandler. So we will just put it in here, it's just out the way. I think we'll start with some legator. So we'll just empty that there, takes what it takes. So we don't have any silage at the minute. I will put an order in of Bill Person. I don't think this is ready to open yet. Nope, 84%. So real life that would be about ready to open. Yeah, you could really open it because of the additive that we're using. But yeah. What I do is leave the additive on this telehandler. That way it tells me we can run it wherever we need to run it. And we that combine in one of these fields over here, combine, forage harvester, over in one of the fields at this side, probably field 3 to start with. So that should be okay stick there. That trailer does need to get shifted to the bigger truck, so you know. What's that place called? So we'll run this into the field, we'll get it set up. We'll bring my voucher across. I'll bring 8S across with another trailer. I will then probably run across with one of them to get the other big trailer. So that way I can have 3 trailers on the go. If 4 people want to join, that would be ideal because I have one person pick up the shovel, wheel loader, and 2 people carting, yeah, and somebody on this. In an ideal world, everything works smoothly, we don't get any lag, anything like that. If it doesn't, then obviously you bear that in mind, you just take your time, and yeah, as long as whoever's job has always got an empty trailer with them, or a trailer that they can continue with, this type, then happy days. So unfold, get the pipe out. I'm going to take a risk and unplug my phone from the charger. We do only have two roosters. Yeah. Anyway. It'd be a case of going to store and buy at least one more. At least one more. That being said, I might. Is it a twin axle we've got or a triaxle? They are both twin axles. Here, counter. Yeah, okay. What we can do is put the side plates on. Yeah. Floor spawn. We'll just turn that off. It's easier. Yeah, so we'll buy one of them. We'll upgrade the other two to have the side plates. It does mean taking that. I will run the. Can we go backwards, please? I will run the valves runner to school. It will mean remembering to have one of these without the side on. Yeah. We should be able to on you. Just this. But I think we'll just stop off anyway. That's nearly the wall away. That's nearly the wall away. So no idea what this one is. So this is D zone. We're not buying. We'll put some hardware in. Doesn't tell what hardware. Thank God. So if you want to come join us, feel free. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, please remember and make sure you are subscribed. And if you're liking the live stream, give it a like. The chat should still be live, even though YouTube's having its hissy fits. Yeah, it might have something to do with the internet. But yeah. because my phone's sitting in exactly the same place as it's been all week when I've been streaming. Obviously, as you know, I stream from a day on my phone. And that was one of the reasons I went with a network provider I did. Was, you know, for streaming work, it was for work as well. So I've got unlimited minutes, unlimited minutes, unlimited texts, and then unlimited data, plus the phone, all for about £70 a month, which what was okay where it was before, because you know the internet was stable, the reception was stable. Here, 71 £, whatever it is, a month is a fucking joke. It's not worth at all. It's only been the last month where they've the service provider O2 is actually owned up and went, oh, yes sir, you are right. We actually do have a problem in the area. It's just taken us 18 months to man up and realise that, yeah, we have at least one mast in the area that's not fit for purpose. Before that, you know, I was getting one time going, oh, it'll be a SIM card, it'll be the phone. There's nothing wrong with any mast in it. No, it's a new phone I'm on, a new SIM card. You're the one that's causing me the problem. It is only this area that I have a problem. And over the water, two large towns, four large towns, literally within touching distance, and a major city, which is literally just up the coast from them. And there's at least probably 6 masts that I cover in this area, but within that area. Gonna be that far behind YouTube, really? God, I've still got. Right, so I'm still. So I'm just gonna. It really should be in the orb anyway. Just maintenance trail. Here the water just be set. Here the water just be set here. to sprint around then. Now, see how we got on with cell 2 of them and get 2 my axles. But yeah. Go into. We want that. That one, it's got all that. Stop video people. Cool. So we've got bigger trail now, slightly. I think it's 32 ton now, roughly 30, whatever. Anyway, whatever it is, it's a bigger trail. Drop this off in the field, jump straight into the AS. Might actually jump into the 67, 18. And just make sure that's turned off and replace the fuel. Doing just start a wee bit in this fuel thing because no, we'll hitch that. Yeah. What's OBS? OBS isn't happy. So we went out and bought a New Holland T7 220 227 270 horsepower. Sake. Yeah, this is the long wheelbase. It's the blue colour. We probably want to buy front weight because it feels a little bit arse heavy. Doing this metallic colours, that's not. So I'm going to just add super strength just to save pissing about get hard. Compound. I love weights. So yeah. Just turn super strength off because we don't want my some coming visitors. But yeah, we will take this tractor and trailer to the field. Hopefully, it's a nice fit to the team. And did I miss? Yeah, I did miss a message in. So just jumped over to see if I'd missed a message on Discord. I had missed a message from about half an hour ago. So yeah, from our dear friend, the new mod, telling him he's stupid mod and get his arse over to YouTube immediately. So yeah, get him over, get him to come jump in. And of course, YouTube's now decided it wants to do stupid bugs, I think. Or we're just that far behind that even it doesn't know what it's doing. Right, my phone hasn't moved, and yet I've got an extra bar of signal. How the fuck does that work? Actually, my phone has not moved. And it's just went from 1 bar of 4G to 2 bars of 4G. So yeah. don't know why I just stopped there. Yeah, too many other things on my mind at the minute. So, as I said, we've got plans and that for what's going on. So, if you want to come join us on the server, feel free. Now is probably the time to come and join us. Or if you just want to watch me stress myself out, then fine. So we'll just pull this in behind date S for breaks off. So we'll leave that one because it's not going to take very long. I'm sure we'll let this running. Anyway, I'm going to turn the lights off. Don't need them. The yield is not as good as it could be. Unfortunately, we do need to work on that bit here. All the maze style which is going into our blue. This farm, the main farm. What I would probably do is, wait, if you want to come and join, help me out, feel free. Yeah, we've got another big field after these two, and then a nice small field. I need somebody around silent, the maze, or harvesting or anything like that. So I need a minimum of 2 people to come and join. Speed things up a wee bit today. All the mods are mod friendly, MP friendly. What we'll do is jump straight onto the S because it's sitting somewhere. Don't you just log it when it saves, just when you're in the middle of doing something? I'm going to move that router out of the way as well once I get a minute to breathe. Instead of space. Probably not. Probably not. But we'll go for it anyway. Do it smooth. Hold the landscape. Trap. And don't have to drop structure. Just close that all that up paste. Probably should there was 3, 4, yeah. Up behind it. There's fine. Attach to that. Do the game. What I'll probably do is just want to run one track. It's getting to the point where, yeah. I'm just gonna. Mods, we should be joining us as going through the record. He's definitely room shot shop next weekend. But yeah, no, the three of us will be up for as long as we possibly can. try and get Storm in for at least some of the game. Hey, yeah. So try and get him in for as many games as possible for the weekend, next weekend. If any of you or other people out there want to join, feel free to send us a message on Discord. It is the easiest place to stay up to date with what's going on. I will get the page up on Discord after this stream. We'll keep you up to date there if you want to join. So obviously we're not going to put what games it's going to be put on there yet. It was just got an idea of what we're doing, what time I'm planning on starting, or when I'm planning to have breaks. So I'm going to try and take 2 breaks, one at a time, both maximum of an hour. So there'll probably be only one stream next Friday. Maybe 2. I might do a lunchtime stream next Friday instead of what we've been doing. You'll still get my Simcam Friday, but you'll get it again possibly on Saturday. I might play that when I'm just on my own. So if anyone else wants to come and jump in and join as a mod, keep company, it'd be much appreciated. I'm aware of who I would like. But yeah, you will need to prove, however, that you are a subscriber. So you need to take a screenshot of of a live stream or a video of you on the channel. I don't know how we can do that. Yeah, you need to prove your name, the username as it shows, and the fact that you subscribe to the channel. I just, yeah. Ideal world, you need Discord. Because that's what we would do for meets and that. So all the notes are up there, the schedule goes up there first. Yeah, I want a good team behind us. I'm going to move that filter just now. Also going to start, but yeah, we'll try that forward instead. So Storm's having difficulty with his mice. Oh, I hate quiet tractors. So that's Storm sending our message, probably. Go on the fence side. I the mighty new Holland doing the room. Out of the way. As yeah, I'll probably just lose one track, but yeah. There could do be somebody coming in to start running these trails. If anybody would like to help me out, please. Pretty please. You're not getting any chairs, I don't have any. To go on top of that. Yeah. Beetle cars. What else would you have cherries on? Is there cherries on Black Forest Gatti or where? You know, like yeah, might another game we might do next weekend is Tourist Bus. It's just another single player game, so I will try and get ETS2 on Volley set up at some point. I'm not doing it today. I've got enough stuff to do this afternoon between finishing this game and starting the next one. I have to. I've got paperwork to do. I need to finish. Kinda. I might go to the shop and get some stuff. However, Sunday of work now is probably going to be absolutely even. I might end up having to go to the corner shop instead. So I can get in and out as fast as. I'm not a big fan of going shopping. Yeah, it's in, out, get it done. Yeah, there's no need to stand in. That's, oh, that's a problem. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, you don't need to stand in the supermarket for 3 hours. Yeah, my mum was bad for that. Yeah, there's no need for that whatsoever. That being said, I've done it once. I've done it once where I've went in to buy stuff for other people. And you get the biggest of shopping lists of all time. It's like buy fruit, buy sweets, buy crisps, buy drinks, buy this, buy that. Da, da, da. There's no, we want this, we want that. Yeah. Oh, right. Last time I looked at that, it was even full. Anyone was full. So, one picture of that. Yeah. And basically, sitting home. Yeah. So I went in. Basically, when I went away to do the shop for these people, I went away and got. It would have been about half a ton of bottled water, right? That alone was over £200. And then had to basically go around the shop and go, right, I need this, 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 this. And yeah, yeah. And I'm going to give the supermarket shit out because they were absolutely brilliant wares. Tesco's and Perth, it was the one in Creek Road. They were absolutely brilliant wares. How they went in. Yeah, yeah, they were aware of what was going on. They were more than happy of helping us out at 9 o'clock at night, or whatever time it was when we actually got there. But I think I was there for a good 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But yeah, that was stressful that night. And then we went from that, basically grabbed 5 minutes, something to eat, back to the site, that's no longer there. And then headed, once I got parked up, I was like, oh, we've got like 3-4 hours worth of work for you now. But I've just got a van full of stuff. Literally, the van I had at the time was a medium wheelbase van. As they're now called long wheelbase vans. They're not fucking long wheelbase at all. They are medium wheelbase vans. It's a medium wheelbase van, size of medium wheelbase.
but I was pretty much full. Full. Half the pallet of water, about 50 odd bags of shopping, all my tools that I had for that job, and I had to sleep in the van, basically. That's where I was sleeping. So basically, once I finished what I was doing at 2 o'clock in the morning, time I got back to the van, I had to make space for myself. Luckily, I'm not a big person. I'm not fat. I'm not tall. It was nice and easy to make a corner of space for me. And then I was up about half 6, 6 o'clock, half 6. Met up with some of the volunteers who were sent to give me a hand to empty the van. The place was to be emptied. Actually, probably might have been even earlier than that. But yeah. But it was just that chaotic. They were giving the heads up, midweek. I went to them and said, look, the weekend is going to be sculpture. We are going to run out of water. We are going to run out of water. There was only 2 crates of water in the shed. We are going to run out of water. And yeah, I was right. Saturday lunchtime, they ran out of water. Pretty much. No, Saturday morning, they realised just how little water they had left. And yeah, it was pretty close to, yeah. And then we didn't get sent until, it would have been about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. They came back to me and went, you're going down, you're going to Perth, get what you can get. We need this amount of water, this, and this. And you're like, okay. And it was coming, the place closed to the public at 5:30, 6 o'clock, so we had to fight all the traffic all the way down. Luckily, I know the back roads there. So I was able to still get to Perth within an hour and a half, other than 2 hours down the main road with traffic. So yeah, so we managed it in about an hour and a half into Tesco's. I know I can get everything I need in Tesco's, everything good quality, I know what I'm doing. Went in straight into customer service. I went, we've got a problem. We have a massive problem, and I need to speak with your floor supervisor and manager, whoever's on the floor, because we need a shitload of stuff. Like, a shitload of stuff. Starting off with around about probably half a pallet full of water. Guy ultimately went, easy. called the manager over, came over and she's like, yeah, how can I help? It's like, I need, I think it's about 250 things of water. And she's like, okay. I went over to the water and was like, right. Because obviously I've got a tight budget to play with, we'll go with this brand of water. It was cheapest water they had. If you put this in, so if not, we can mix and match with the cheapest stuff. So I'm more than happy to work around you guys. Obviously, I don't want to take all your stock out from the store because it came to such a late stage in the day. So we can work with you. And this is no, you're fine, you're fine. We've had a massive order come in. And went out of the bar, came back with a taste water, and she'd say, "Golly, should bring it out the back door, for you on the pump truck." So we went to the back door with the van with our delivery vans and that went to your .com stuff. So I was parked there at the gate waiting for them. So I was off to the side of the gate so the vans still come back in. Come out with pallets, with a pallet of water. I was like, yeah, it's a lot more water than I actually realised we were getting. I knew it was a lot of water, but when you see it coming towards you in a pallet, yeah, you then realise just what you've actually ordered, and yeah. And then you've got a handle of it all. So it was like trying to keep it stable and spread the load in the van and all that. You're just like, there's no need to be doing this at this time of night. And then having to go through the store, going through the store, doing the shopping afterwards, trying to get everything you need. And it's just like, I'm lucky that the person that came with me was somebody that didn't talk over me and gave me the chance to actually think, going, right, we need this, we need that, because actually the list of people, it was the vaguest of shopping list you've ever seen. It was like fruit, sweets, chocolate, crisps. It was that, the coffee and all that. But there was no, right, they want these kind of fruits, don't get this, don't get that. And so it's like, I still had to, pick the freshest of stuff, but it was like having to think on my feet, going, right, what can people eat in the part lunches? What isn't really suitable for these hot days? Kit Kats. Kit Kats, for some reason in the UK at that point, if they got any warmer than about 2 centigrade, the chocolate melted. And you just ended up with a complete dark mess. I don't know what they're like anymore. I stopped buying them from that point because they just melt. The actual bigger Kit Kats, I think are okay. It's just, the small multi-pack ones, for some reason. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm going to get through, so we'll leave this on here. I will then jump into the Massey. Yeah, when we came to the van on Sunday morning, it took about an hour. Around about an hour, and there was about 6 people doing that. It took us an hour to empty the van on Sunday morning, and there were 6 of us. So yeah, it was absolutely mental. The best bit about it was, I came back with change. I came back with money. So yeah, I think I had probably, let's say I had £500 to start off with. I came back with about 170, £200 ish. Whatever it was. I came back with more money than even the organisers thought I was going to come back with. And that was me getting as cheap as I could possibly get it. So yeah, I even said to them, I could have went to us and maybe got a bit more cheaper, but the fact that I know the Tesco store better, I know that they've always got stuff of some sort, and if they didn't have it at that store, I knew they could have got it for us pretty fast. So they might have had one of the other stores and perfectly extra or whatever it was at the time. Even if it meant somebody going back down the following morning, going, right, is this order come in yet? But yeah, but the fact that they ran out, I can't remember what somewhere along the line, somebody screwed up for the Sunday, and I think they ran out of bread or ran out of sandwiches for part lunches or something stupid. Oh, this tractor's too big. It's just one of the organisers then had to go to the nearby village and raid the nearest supermarket, basically, of their sandwiches. I actually said to it, if somebody had realised this last night, we could have got bread, we could have got meat, we could have got this and this and this when we were down at Pets. And she's like, yeah. But yeah, even if it was somebody giving me a phone call halfway back up the road, because I actually sent my supervisor a text going, right, that's us, we've had, we went and had something to eat, now coming back up the road. So this is about 9:30, we went for something to eat. We left there for 10 and we're back up the road for 11 o'clock, half 11. And she's like, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Well, but for an organisers to come literally 7 o'clock the following morning going, we've screwed up, we've screwed up, we have screwed. And the first thing I'm thinking is, what have I done? What have I forgotten to get? She's like, no, this is our screw up. This is an organiser screw up. This is this side of things. We've obviously at this point ran out of bread. Whatever. There's no bread order. We can't get hold of bread. We can't do this. We can't do that. And it's like, well, this is something we could have dealt with last night. So it's like, yeah, I know, but just literally realised that, they've just came to us about it. Apparently they knew last night. So, yeah, everyone knew that we were doing a supermarket run. By lunchtime, there was a supermarket run going on for Saturday, one way or the other. There was going to be a supermarket run. And for nobody to actually turn around and go, oh, we might have an issue with sandwiches Sunday, or we might have this issue, we might have this. So that was that the year after? Aye, that was the year after COVID. So yeah, you can give them a little bit of slack because of that, but what's that? I've done that event for so many years. It's actually hard to remember what actually happened which year. But I'm pretty sure that was 2021. What was it? I can't remember. But I had the higher van at the time. Yeah. I don't. I really don't know anymore. Actually, I'm not even going to say what it was. It's yeah. But apart from a Transit, that van I had was a heap of trash. And you know, I've drove vans that are built exactly the same as the one I had that year, and never had any issues with them whatsoever. So, you know, I'm blaming the hire company that I got the van off of. You know, I had vans in the past, Fiat version of the usual Boxer, and exactly the same build, exactly the same van, the Citroen, whatever it is the other van. It's so Peugeot build the vans, they build the Boxers, and then they add Fiat logo on and their name to the van, and then obviously it's going for Citroen, Citroen badge goes on, and the Citroen that van goes on. So I'd driven the Fiat version of it for years. Yeah. So the new mod is in chat, as I can see. Chat, try and be nice to them, please. I take it as you got your mouse to work then. Welcome to this stream. What can I? Just basically watch the stream, making sure that I don't miss any comments. There's very little you can do to make me pay attention to what's happening in the chat, but basically just make sure that any questions that are asked in chat get answered one way or the other. You know the answer. Answer the question. Flag anything that deemed to be rude or offensive. And I myself, the other mod, can look after and go, yeah, that's fine. They can get timed out, or we'll just outright ban from the channel. We just won't allow the messages to show. I can't remember how you've got as a standard mod. But also I can jump straight in and ban people. I think you can time people out, from what I can remember. But obviously, you know, say to me on Discord, even if you just send me a message on YouTube chat, check Discord, I can jump in and deal with that straight away. We need to sit down, however. It's after this stream for next weekend. I'm going to do a 24-hour live stream, and I need your help with that. So you threw the short straw, being the new mod. Yes, about a wide range of games the next weekend. I don't know what time we'll be starting that. But that's it. The plan is 24 hours. So yeah. Yeah. So, as I was saying about the Fiat van. I had no issues with them whatsoever. Got this usual boxer, my higher place, and I had nothing problems with it. After about a short while having it, it kept saying there was a brake issue, ABS issue. Took it back into and said, "Oh, this is flagging this error up. It's needing fixed." So and then like, yeah, we'll get it fixed. No, it needs fixed. You need to fix this. It needs to be fixed now. And that went on for ages. Booked it in for service. I still remember and have a look at the brakes at the same time with the ABS. Oh, yeah. We'll do that. Put back. ABS lights on, and for next thing I was inside, I'm like, this ABS light's still fucking on. Oh, we'll get it back in. So went back in again a few weeks later. So I went in actually for the week. That's what it was. I went in for a week. I was given another vehicle. And then picked up. ABS lights still on. The 6 seconds. Next thing I was in, that ABS light's still on. I'll have to speak to usual manufacturing team about it, troubleshoot team. So, yeah, okay. They then came back to me later on. We don't know what's wrong with it. So this went on for months, by the way. This is months and months. To the point where, the brakes are starting to get spongy. You're actually now able to feel the issues through the braking system. So I turned around to him one day and I said, "Look, fix this, or I take things further. You're responsible for making sure this vehicle is fixing a roadworthy condition. If it was anybody else driving this van, they would have crashed it now. Okay? I know how to handle the van. Because all my experience driving in different vehicles and all that. I know how to control a vehicle with no brakes. Yeah. You don't, however, you do not want to be doing that in the dark, going down a brain of field with no lights. On a dumper, no brakes, no lights. And it's that middle of December time, November, December, whatever. And it's like 5 o'clock at night here in the UK, and it's dark, like really, really dark. That day, I think it's really overcast. The only light I had on the dumper was the orange beacon, and it was the old style for the bulb, the metal reflective plate that goes round. So that was my only dose of light. The ground was absolutely sodden. It was so wet, it was greasy, it was, yeah. So, yeah, but being able to control that going down a wet field with no brakes, and yeah, it's, that was not fun. Yeah, I've driven a tractor with no brakes, so very little brakes, and made a vehicle come towards me on the brake, and I was like, yeah, where the fuck am I getting out of this one? But luckily, the guy that came towards me realised I had no brakes on the tractor. He moved to pick up at the road. My only other way of stopping that at that point would have been shove it in gear, keep it in gear and pull the stop bar. Get the gearbox to stop it. How we would get that started after that safely, I do not know. But that was my only way of stopping it. That would have been my only way of stopping it. I had very, very little brakes. Like I could go through or anything like that. I was actually away. Yeah. Oh, I was going for a wrapper. From one of the other sheds. And so there was nothing on the back end, I had nothing I could go on the rear pitch to actually give me a bit of braking force if I needed. Yeah, okay, scratch the paint, but at least it would have gave me a little bit of friction. Yeah, enough that I could control the tractor a bit better. Because no matter what other way I would have done that, if I turned it into the bank and on the top side, I would have rolled the tractor. If I went the other way, I would have went down the banking on the other side, straight into the ditch. Probably, more than definitely, still would have wrote the tractor off. Probably, more than definitely, help myself. It'll go through again. Yeah. So yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, actually, what am I doing? Can I have that chat, please? So yeah, I then got to the stage with the van. I was like, look, get this fixed, otherwise it's going on fire, and I'll make sure you don't get anything allowed to be hired ever again. Because hiring vehicles out that are unsafe to be on the road, you're giving vehicles out on courtesy that can't even steer in a straight body line. Again, anyone else who's driving our vehicle, even they would have had problems. Yeah. It's turn and go, it's your problem, you're the one responsible to fix it. The fact that you turned around to me at the end of that, you went, yeah, we know it's got a problem, but it's only a courtesy car, we don't need to retain it. You do because general members of the public have no idea that there was such a massive fucking issue with this car. And that really should have opened my eyes and should have went at that point when you guys have fallen safe. What, you know, why? Like, how are you able to do MOTs? How are you servicing high performance vehicles and you can't even look after your own equipment? Yeah. So yeah, you know, before that, you know, I was trying to walk away. Now, like, stay away from them, stay away. They are cowboys and they are a bunch of most of the stuff they get away with, I would say, is probably involves brown and somewhere along the line. But yeah. And then obviously the transit. That was nothing but body problems. Question. Everyone that's in chat, would you take a power washer and clean the inside of a car, of a van? You know, the main car, would you power wash inside that car? Bear in mind, that's where all the electrics are. Okay. Electrics that are meant to be kept dry because they're in the cab, they're not meant to come in contact with water of any sort, no matter high pressure or temperature or whatever. They're not meant to come into contact with water. So, you know, I flagged this up at the time, and from day one I was going price diffused. So on the transit, the Mark 8 transits, you've got two Mark 8 anchors, divorced. You've got two like cigarette lighter bits. So one of them's in the middle of the console thing. The other one's in, you know, the box behind the steering wheel. So find the one in the middle of the car, fine. Could I find the fuse for the one behind the steering wheel? No. Manual says they should both run off the same fuse, so without taking dashboard out, about to take everything out to hunt for the cable and the wire, and then trace the wire all the way to the fuse board and do it that way. It's just that, do I actually need that center? Do I need that fuse? The inside box? Not really. Because I charge my phone through the radio, because I've just got the USB plugged in, so I can plug my phone in there and it charges. At that point, I had my light bar on the roof. The van was bought for work. I bought for work. I turned around to the finance company and I said, "Look, we've got problems with this van." I did say to you that you were accountable for this. You didn't come and check the van for yourselves, make sure it was safe to be on the road. These are your problems to fix. You're the ones that went to and said, "Look, we bought the van, go and get it." And then it started developing undiagnosed problems. So you'd probably diagnose it kicked in, which made tell you, yes, there's a problem here, there's a problem there, and reset it. It only came to light really when I couldn't clear the oil service warning system. So it went into the garage for wheel bearing work. So it had issues with wheel bearings since I picked the van up. As well as the electrical issues that power washing inside the car caused. There was bits of trim missing from inside the cargo bit of the van, what I had to fix. It was really easy, just actually put the clips back in and put them back up. But yeah, it was just really a pain. There was all that going on. I said to the finance company, I said, "Look, this van's got serious fucking problems. We can't clear the oil service warning system for all of that. It keeps going up saying it's near an oil service. It's had an oil service. I know it's had an oil service. I bought the oil filter and that for it personally. So I knew that it was getting done. It was a good team hire. The mechanicals that it went into were a fantastic team. I knew the guy that was working on the van for me. He came out to do wheel bearing on site, plus wheel bearing. So what's the brakes like? Just you've had to take everything apart. What's the brakes like? They don't look as if they've got a lot of stuff on from where I'm standing. They're still technically legal, but they're they're needing a bit of work. So that's that's fine. When you get back to the garage, get booked in for me. I can book it in and I'll follow you back. And get you paid for coming out and doing this and we'll get booked in. And he's like, yeah. When it's in, it makes sense you're going to have the brakes off anyway. Just replace the other wheel bearing, and then that way we know everything's done on it. He's like, yeah. That's the other wheel bearing doesn't really need to be done. I don't think. I was like, yeah, you're taking the brakes off to repair the brakes. Yeah, do it once. Make life easy for yourself. Make life easy for me. Just go off the road. Yeah, everything's getting done at the same time. And he's like, yeah, okay. Get booked in, said to the garage, this putting the van in for brakes, and we get the driver's side wheel bearing done as well. The offside wheel bearing, can we get it done? And the boys have a look at the brakes. He's like, yeah. We'll get it ordered. We'll get them ordered. Yeah, that's fine. Just let me know when it's needed to come in. Get it left in with yous. Yeah, that's fine. So I left it in with them. We got the wheel bearing done. I think it was maybe about a week or something. I had to wait a couple of days. It wasn't a long wait, and they got it fixed. I said to them, look, when it's in, is there any chance he's doing the oil for me as well? I've tried to do it, but I also don't have, it says I don't have a way of lifting the van high enough to get enough force on the filter to get the filter off. Because, they've put the oil filter in the most stupidest places in transits. The only thing I had was a bottle jack and the scissor jack. So both of them, brought the vehicle up. One either side, so just give me that extra height that I can throw underneath the front of the van. My force of habit is, you make sure you've got a fail-safe. So my fail-safe was the other jack. And making sure that the handbrake's on, making sure it's in gear, making sure that there's no way that van's going to move forward, back, sideways, whatever. The wheel chocks and all that on it as well. And I had a couple of bits of wood as well, just in case. But, the bottle jack I've got, 5-ton bottle jack. Yeah, only about 5-ton bottle jack. That ain't breaking. Not on a 3-ton van. That ain't breaking, no matter what you want. You don't think that whatever the people standard curb weight of that van was, my jack ain't breaking. Scissor jacks the one that's, if anything's going to fail, it's the scissors jar. Again, scissors jar is a free ton. Weight is no 2.5 weight. It's heavy enough to do the job. And then I had the van running for a wee while, so instead of treacle, I ended up with nice runny oil. And then obviously got the drain poured out. That was like nice and easy. Was a wee bit tight, but got it out. And then went to do the oil filter. Luckily, I had it in mind that I would need a belt or something to get the filter off. So I ordered one off Amazon, and it came the filter, the oil, and all everything I needed. I used to have a chain, an oil filter chain that you could use to get another filter off this when I had to go out and buy, because somebody stole my fucking chain. So yeah, I had to go out and buy. The only one I could get was the belt, and I just couldn't get it to get a grip on the oil filter at all. It just bowled right round the oil filter. I was like, somebody's overtaking this oil filter. Right, seriously, they're overtaking this oil filter. And without, because I was, there's a very little space for you underneath the van on the ground. So I couldn't put all my weight behind, getting a decent hold on for that. I didn't want to puncture it in case I couldn't get it off, and I feel like, well, actually, fucked. And then basically I had to put 15 litres of oil that I'd bought into it, pretty much. It more or less had a kind of oil things, but it still remnants of previous oil in the filter, it stored up the filter. So I was always going to put that Ballam in to the garage and go, right, can you do this oil filter? I've got one here. It's just a case of when you guys have got like half an hour, 45 minutes to do it. Obviously, you may head something by the van in, but if you want the van in for a day, then fine. I've drive it in, it's done straight away because up to that point. But yeah, it's done, but we've done it when brakes were done and now the wheel bearings were done. So it was out actually for a day. It was fine, yeah. There was something else. I went in for something else and I can't remember. Oh, I think I put it in for... Yeah, I put it in for a tyre. one of the driver wheels was tires was a bit dodgy looking. So I put it in for that. Yeah, that was the other thing. And it was just absolute chaos. It needed quite a lot of stuff. It was MOT. Yeah. Stuff that should have been picked up or on its last MOT. It hadn't done nearly anything. When I had it, it was like the handbrake. Yeah. It's that van just put me off towards. I used to work for a company that's one of the vehicles we had. One of the vehicles I was driving was a Ford Transit tipper. So it was a crew cab tipper. Yeah, so they're pretty nice vans to drive. It was a Mark 8, so exactly the same age as it was the truck the van had. Coming to mind, it was a works van. Was working for highways at the time. And the vans were fine. There were a couple of vehicles that had little problems here and there. And come to think of it, one of them definitely was a transit van. Yeah. Another thing is, why put battery under the seat? Landro Defenders, that's they on the passenger seat. You've got to take the passenger seat out to get into the battery. Luckily, the Transit, definitely with the Mark 8, they're under the driver's seat, and all you do is take a cap off the side that was just under the seat to get into the top of the battery. And yes, I've missed the bridge and put it into another feed. So let's just roll round. Then that never happened. We blame the new mod for that. So yeah. We'll just wait for the reply on that. I would have thought that Storm would have came to join us on the map, but he obviously doesn't like the jobs that we've got today. But sadly, we can't really do anything else until this rain stops. And then we need to wait for the ground to dry, otherwise it'll be still. And we don't want to. So I'm going to do a flash, unhitch, And that's on the go. Not stopping. This is going to be fun, and I need to put four-wheel drive on this tractor. So we are going to probe this thing. Do we have a full truck back up? Yes, but so we're not synced as much as what you'd probably sync in 25. But you do get the effect for this mod that it makes it look as if you're sinking into the ground. So we've got 90 odd, probably 80s. We're struggling. It feels wet. I realise you're making a mess at this point. Yeah, even the tractor's struggling. It's 270 odd horses. Let's take it into the hard and should one better. I would put the Vulture on. It's dirty nice tractor. We have dirtied the Vulture. So we've got a fuse there. So we currently have one. I'll get this tipped. See when the rings might go off. We will speed time up till then, and hopefully it will dry out at some point. We don't get any more rain. We do not need any more rain. We will go and check on the little phones. I have been given our two names to add by the one of the mods. So thank you very much for that. Still haven't managed to find Thomas Mother's name. But I do have the book and I could go through that. I have always. Yeah, so yeah. Also, there's two sisters as well. That's an off. I can't remember where the right. I can't remember how many horses that stable in front was going. I think that's what I would actually need to do, was check that. But the two stables to the other side, 5 horses each. Both minute 3, so we can put the other 2 phones in with them. That makes sense, yeah. or 2 holes in. The pens with them, so we're adding 4 to in each pen. So that gives us a total of 5 for each pen, giving us a grand total of 10. We will need somebody for this map who wants to exercise the horses. Also, we're not selling. We're not selling those horses, and they'll get a pen of their own. They'll get into that big stable that we're currently got. The plan is field 7, field 8 are going into grapes in April. April. So we will need to build some more sheds or pay another sheds for the grape harvester setup and all the stuff that goes with that. So again, we might need somebody to jump in and give us a hand with that work and the other field work. Yeah. So I need somebody for horses on this map. I need somebody around greenhouses, so maybe the grape side of that could fall within greenhouse. Production side, maybe. And then maybe somebody helping out where needed. So yeah. If you want to join, feel free. The server is up. It will be for the next 20 minutes or so. We will be back on here at 7 in the UK. But if you've got Discord, if you go into the events on Discord, that will keep you right for your time zone. Just go in and press interested into the events that you want to come and join us in. I expect something just flashed up on my phone. I have no idea what it was. Notification from YouTube video. Not one of my videos. Somebody that I thought was wondering why I was getting notifications. Yeah, so they've just posted a video and it's not going to take the air. But yeah. Yeah, so that 500 weight is the one for the case. It's just a little bit extra, just to give the case a little bit of boost. That was Discord. Hi. Just when one of the mods up there. Just okay. Yeah, so get this trailer back to the field. Basically just sent a message going, and I'll quote, "Come to my farm, you lazy mod." So it's just like, okay. Oh, and I've done it again, for fuck's sake. Oh. Yeah, really could have done without extra hours streaming last night, but yeah. Maybe that's the answer. Yeah, stream till about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, then go to your bed. Yeah. Just looking out the window, and I can see two yachts. Sailing yacht things, sailing boats, whatever they might be. Yeah, you're in YouTube. Or on YouTube, I should say. You're not on the map, are you? Just because you're modern doesn't mean you can't join us, though. I can't join. Why can't you join? Why can't you join? There's no password in place, I don't think. And that's wait. So, leave that there. I need to jump into here anyway. So we'll jump, see the forecast. So 3 o'clock. So it's probably going to be about 5 o'clock before we continue with this field. We then get rain again at 9 for 3 hours. So that's going to mean we probably won't get going until about 9 o'clock. There's no point having contracts because we own most fields. Yeah, there's no password. Not accept is on. If you want to join, this game is stuck again. I'm here. This game is stuck again. When you're saying this game's stuck again, what are you actually meaning? Is it not? I can't find. I am there. I'm on the server. Well, actually, I am on the server. The server is there. I am definitely on the server. Yeah, if I wasn't on the server, I wouldn't have that in front of me. So I'm definitely on the server. I'm calling it skill issues. Let me just make sure that that's the only one that's there. So you're not. I haven't accidentally blocked you, so you should be there, and it should show up for you unless you blocked me, evil so and so. I can't find English. Okay, part-time mod. You could wait until I finish streaming before you go for your shower, but hey, I do apologise to anyone that's watching on YouTube, getting half the conversation. But yeah, anyway. So what time did I say? Okay. So it looks as if the rain stopped, or should be stopping. So what we'll do is speed time up, go to about 4 o'clock just to make sure it's nice and dry for us to go on the tractors. So if I sink, then we wouldn't have problems. Yeah, we are sinking a wee bit. So let's take it up to 5. Maybe even 6 o'clock, who knows. So try 6. Failing that, I'll have to go and sleep until about 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So we'll just turn that off. Come on, game, hurry up and save. So we will go to around about 9. So we'll start at 8. Nice, so we'll start at 8. Bunkers done for maintenance. So we do have silage now, thank God. I'm hoping that jumping into this tractor, some lights on, turn the 4-wheel drive off, we shouldn't. Yeah, we are still sinking. The ground is so wet. So let's try to up to around 9. See if the ground dries up a wee bit. It's still a bit darky, but it will have to do us. So we'll get this field done. We'll call I'm gonna 4-wheel drive on rolling. So that's us now until the April time. So there'll be no raise in April. So there's no more fuel work to do this year once we put the raise in. Which is good. So start pipe work again in kind of like April time. We've got our ports in that we need. Also, I need sunflowers. We're just going to tie up the sunflower, on height of the sunflowers. Unless we do what we've done on Valley Springs, but was change the sunflowers to canola. Going to do is reverse that right back. We're not sinking the ground. It is tough, but it's doable. He says. Now get himself started. So I'm going to jump into mastery because it's here and a big tractor. We might need to put drifts on, however. So we'll get this field done. Do apologise if I'm a wee bit quieter. Yeah, okay. You can see the words that are thrown up again. That's the mod that allows that to happen. So yeah. So hopefully there's a hopeful out of this. So we'll keep full drive on the road. I'm actually going to take it to 10 o'clock. The reason I'm doing that is it will help dry the place up and doing the electric field. It's not going to be sparky. hopefully be able to get a few more work done. You see, I'm not throwing up too much. Still throwing mud at the pot, but I'm not tracking, if that makes sense. Don't think. No, we're not tracking, so we're good. Stop. Yeah, so wee bit of friction there, unfortunately. But anyway, let's put back into there then. Let's jump inside the harvester. So let's go straight inside here if you haven't already seen it. Yeah. Funny what the combine, I know, but yeah. Anyway. That's bang on through a hole. Like I said, we've got this wheel done up, wheels set up, ready for that next big deal. I have a think what we do with the sunflower fields. Do we hire in a sunflower header to combine and have something like that? Or do we convert the sunflower over to canola OSR? Because we're still going to make oil with it, we're not. No. Can we actually harvest canola at this time of year anyway? No. Okay. It needs to be sunflowers. So yeah, forget that. We are harvesting sunflowers. So it needs to be done this month or next month as well. Yeah. So we've got a wee bit of time left. Not much, but you know, technically 12 days. More or less. So 10 days. Okay. We put pressure on ourselves. So wrong tab. Still the wrong tab. Yeah. So somewhere along the line, the upload has leveled itself out. We've not dropped any frames whatsoever. So it's also I'm still getting internet issues. Because obviously it's trying to upload and download at the same time. Obviously so that I can see what's going on and you guys get paid to your subscriptions to help get better internet. Those the like the internet. Yeah. So actually this may be the last little bit on for this stream, or maze I should say. We might need to invest in some detergent to power most of them. But yeah. Or do we just buy a new carpet for next year? It's nice, nice and clean. But yeah. Look at this. Oh, heck we've missed. So, real life, you would never harvest maize that's as ripe as this for maize styles. It's too ripe. But in this game, you have to. There's no other way. To do it. Don't let him. Can I get through that gap? Can I get through that gap? The gap is wider than the gate. I know it halves itself, but can I fit through even the header without having to fold the header up? The answer to that question is no. So fold up because we're having. No, I prefer to start off, off, into reverse one. Put you in reverse. So what we'll do is we will go through the gate. It's not start the ball in the middle of the field. Take centre trailer. No, we'll just keep this trailer going, I think. Hopefully. Unfold. Just open the field up a wee bit, just give us that a little bit of space. So, anything else in there? So what I'm going to do is run this Marty. Side launcher. Run Marcy through the pit. I will probably put Marcy back on the row of wheels for the pit, because that's really what this track was actually bought to do. It was bought to roll the pit. So yeah, we'll run the trailer back, take the track back, get this on the wheels. We'll pay for some brakes for something. Probably the Massey. Don't think we had any issues with the whole good brakes for a change. at some point this month in game, we will need to try and do another cut of grass. But yeah. So we'll get this tipped. We will go and see the troubles close. Yeah, I'll add 2 more votes to one of the groups in this live stream, at the end of this live stream, I should say. So within the next couple of minutes. I do have the names somewhere. One of which I don't think them I would probably murder the name, if that makes sense. Butcher the name. I've got that many bits of paper in front of me. It's unreal. Actually, I can't. Yeah. So with the grass that's outside that cover, before we open it, we'll put it into here because it should read its chaff anyway. The way this game works. I hope. If not, I can just feed it straight to cows, I think, or just bin it. I think just binning it might work a lot easier. So what I'm going to do at that point then is find telehandler. Yeah, for 200 litres, it's not worth it. So all I'm going to do is it just tidies the place up. It looks a lot nicer for you guys. It looks a lot nicer for me. So yeah. And it is true what they say about cows. They are mobile survey tanks. Yeah. But if it wasn't for them, there'd be no food. So what's going to happen is once we get this farm up and going, and this map, yeah, I'm going to leave that there. Remind me what the plan was with that tractor. We will fast tab to those phones, I will run over here. So the two names that are getting added to this. So I'm going to put another screen up. We're not playing My Summer Car, that was the next one down. So let's, I believe they are that kind. So we will go for that one first. And then go for that one. That's named first, and that is that one. We then name that one becomes that name. I then tab back to OBS, back into there, to there. Okay, so also we now have 5 phones in this enclosure, so we are now maxed out. So, also we have Katie. Don't know who that is, it's just walking through absolutely everything. Well, at least that's one of the new ones. So she's just been added today. So one of these 4 we've already seen, and it's Katie, so she gets seen again. Look, Ewan, and Anna, and obviously over in this pen over here, the one that's drawing attention to themselves is Tom's mother. Tom's just there chilling, and the Dinge Warriors half under bail and in trouble. So, yeah. So there's another 2 to be added to this pen. We will jump in the bail. Oh well, actually, just trying to think of where we can end, that's all. So because we've added new phones in here, and I can't jump. Fence, jump. Thank you. Let's jump up here. So I'll see 2 phones over there hiding. Do say don't what we are. So yeah. That is going to do this live stream. So thank you very much for joining. If you've enjoyed, please, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel or like the live stream. We'll be back on here at 7:30 tonight. Then late stream tonight is ETS2. So I have a couple of jobs to do this afternoon before I come back live streaming. So I will try and get back. So yeah. Any mods still in chat? I'll do a message on Discord for mods. So yeah, schedule a meeting for Monday, I think. So it'll probably be about this time Monday for the mods. So we can work out what's going on for next Saturday. So yeah, so next Saturday, 24-hour live stream. So yeah, if you want to come jump in on some of the games, feel free. I'm going to jump onto Discord, get the room set up so that people can jump in, register in there. I will get a link up. I'll actually put a link on one of the posts just now. It's easier to do it on posts on YouTube than it is to go into the settings of YouTube. Go in, yeah. Just posting the link in is fine. A couple minutes to do the link properly. YouTube takes 10 minutes to get right into the guts of YouTube. So yeah, that's going to do us, guys. I will see you in a bit. If you're not coming back to join us later on, enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully see you for ETS2. If not, I will see you next time you're in. So, thanks for watching. Bye for now.